What's going on, craft beer lovers? This is Craft Christian reviewing a new craft beer for the first time in about a week and a half, maybe. I've been drinking plenty of beer, trust me on that, but it has been the start of my Christmas break from my other business, which has nothing to do with beer. And I just kind of needed some time to not really do anything, but I actually just got this beer today at our local supermarket while I was getting a few Christmas gifts. Some of my gifts for family are piled up back behind me. Sorry for this beautiful background, it's actually nighttime, and to tell the truth, I wasn't going to make this video. I snapped a picture for my Instagram of the small little beer haul I did today. This was one of them. It was just kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. You can catch that on my Instagram, at Craft Christian Reviews. Usually I take a picture of the beer as I pour it and drink it. Today I'm not going to do that. I guess I just wasn't even going to make this, but I couldn't help it. And I think one reason I couldn't help it is because I felt a little guilty. And not in the really bad guilty sense, but more of just like, I've talked before about how much I love this brewery. Lone Pint Brewery in Magnolia, Texas. I'm in Austin, Texas, born and raised in Austin, Texas. I love local and Texas craft beers. And I just had this, this is going to be my first taste of this limited release. There's so much to say about it. I'll keep it actually pretty quick. But my point being, it just felt like a waste. It was going to be my first taste of a brewery that I love, a style that I love, a beer I'm excited about. I mean, there's so many reasons I'm excited to talk about this beer that I was about to open it, and I was just like, what am I doing? I got to make this. This will be my return video after a little while off. So this is the Lone Pint Brewery Zythophile series. If I understand, that probably means like Hop Lover series. And it's a smash IPA, which I learned not too long ago stands for something. It's an acronym, Single-Malt and Single-Hop. So the single hop on this one is the Galaxy hop. Galaxy, now I'm excited about that because I've noticed Galaxy hops show up in several IPAs that I really love, and I don't know, there's something special about them. And I think maybe I'm being suckered by the branding of the name Galaxy, which is just such a badass name for a hop. I mean, are you kidding? That's got to be the coolest name. I'm a sci-fi fan, so I'm just like, Galaxy hops, like, whoa, like, what is that? But they taste good too, and they seem to bring, I don't know the words to describe it, but several of my favorite IPAs have Galaxy in them. I think right now one of my ones that I'm just blasting through multiple times is this McConaughey's. I'll do a review of that probably. It's Citra and Galaxy off the top of my head. I think that's right, and hazy IPA. But Galaxy, I've never had it in isolation. I've only had it in combination with other more common hop varieties. Not that Galaxy is like the most exotic thing. You'll see it all over the shelf, but it's more exotic than Cascades, Centennial, Chinook. You know, it's not quite as common in my experience. So I'm interested to see what it tastes like when it's sort of isolated off by itself. Now, I don't know the single malt that they used. I tried to do some quick research on the Lone Pint Brewery website, and they have a fair amount of info on their previous smash IPAs and their Zythophile series, this limited release series that they've done in the past. But I couldn't find anything on their website about this one, including an ABV. I actually am not sure I was able to locate anywhere on this bottle what ABV this beer is, so we're just going in blind. I don't know. One thing I haven't said yet that might go without, there's my dryer, might go without saying if you've watched some of my other videos, Lone Pint's, their first IPA that I had, and I think what they're most famous for in Texas is their Yellow Rose Smash IPA, which is made with, off the top of my head, how can I not remember, Mosaic. It's a Mosaic malts, Mosaic hops. And that is just one of my favorite IPAs. It's delicate, it's floral, it is delicious, it is perfect Texas IPA. And so that is the pinnacle of Lone Pint's brewing, and I think it is a pinnacle of Texas brewing and even a pinnacle of IPA, American IPAs. It's just wonderful, that Yellow Rose IPA. Also got one of the most beautiful packaging in all of beer that I've ever seen. Just beautiful portrait of a woman who is famous in Texas history. So I love that. Just love that beer. This one, I don't really have that much more to say about it. I'll show you the bottling, which is just ridiculous, the design. But this was bottled on the 6th of November, and it's, I think, the 14th of December now. So it's less than 5 weeks since it was bottled. You know, great. That's great. It means it's fresh off the press. Now you got to take a look at this ridiculous. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. I'm getting some interesting. I don't even know. So that tattoo on this dude, it says Ruckett's Ram Ranch. So for all you internet memers out there, I don't know what to make of this, as you might know where I'm coming from. Maybe it's completely some innocent actual Ram Ranch. I don't know, but I couldn't help just like laughing a little bit about that one. Anyway, I'm pretty psyched, and let's crack it open, pour it, see what it smells like, what it tastes like. Nice little steam coming off. I love their bottles too. You know, they're bigger than a can. Obviously, makes it a little more work for you, but to get to drink it since they're so good. That's a pretty, you know. It has that. It's kind of in between that one I mentioned before, the yellow rose, which is a quite light color and pretty transparent, versus their 667 Mark of the Beast IPA, which is much deeper orange in color and more complex compared to the delicate simpleness of the yellow rose. But yeah, it's a nice color. I'm kind of colorblind, so I don't know what words that is, but more on the, I don't know, peach and orange side. I don't know. Don't quote me on colors. Beautiful head. God, how do their beers always have such a just beautiful head? The color, the thickness of it, the retention of it. I freaking love the head you get off a Lone Pint beer. It smells like Galaxy hops. I know what Galaxy hops smell like. But there's no way I could describe it to anyone in words. God, I don't know what word. I think that might just be a unique smell. I don't know if there's any other thing I've ever smelled in my life that smells exactly like Galaxy hops. But this one definitely, I can smell it. I'm so excited because I've smelled that smell in combination with other stuff in beers, and now I know that is the Galaxy hop smell. I know it now. I'm kind of a nerd if you can't tell, and hops are my favorite thing about beer, and IPAs are my favorite beer, so I really, really like the idea, the concept of single malt, single hop beers, just really training your nose, your taste buds. That's just fun to me. There's no major benefit. I mean, maybe someday I'll make some beer myself. That'd be cool, but it's not my intention. I just like to learn. The word that always comes, so dumb. The word that always comes to mind is like cosmic. It's like weird. I mean, it's called Galaxy. It's got this sort of otherworldly smell. Oop, just got some on my nose. I don't know what to, it's just cool. All right, I'm gonna taste it. I mean, the easiest thing to say would be there's a little hint of like orange. It's not actually the most citrusy taste, but there's like a little orangey taste to it. But that does nothing, no explanation. It tastes like Galaxy hops. Now, what am I supposed to say? How does that taste? It's unique. I don't know. To me, the word like otherworldly keeps coming to mind. It's strange, cosmic. Dude, I'm being brainwashed by the name Galaxy hops, but it is an out there sort of alien tasting. I don't know. You're gonna be like, what is this guy talking about? But you tell me. Leave me a comment, okay? You tell me how the hell I'm supposed to describe what Galaxy hops smell and taste like, and I'll keep an eye out. Trust me. If you nail it, if you give me a better descriptor, I will remember it and start using it and give you full props for telling me. But bitter. You know, it's not even like orange. It's more like orange peel. And again, I don't want to overemphasize the orange, but that's just sort of one of the initial obvious tastes I could name. Bitter orange peel. This is a bitter IPA. Did they give me the IBU? No, they didn't give me any information at all about IBUs or anything. It's a very bitter. With the aftertaste, it gets more and more bitter, not less. That's going to turn a lot of people off, except for those of us who love IPAs. Not a turn off at all. But it's not one that I'm going to find so easy to just slam back. Because of that. You want to kind of let that bitterness linger and slowly fade off. The mouthfeel really nice. Maybe on the lower carbonated side, which is strange to say, I know, because of all this head. But the carbonation is not overwhelming. It's not flat by any stretch. It's not syrupy or watery, but it's interesting that the retention of the head contrasts so much with the sort of lack of perceived strong carbonation as you sip it. And I do think this is, as I'm wrapping this up, that's what I'm going to say about this. This is more of a sipping IPA, a taster's IPA. This is for learning. This is a learning IPA. This is not going to be an everyday IPA, I don't think, and it can't be anyway because it's a limited release. But what it does is it teaches you about Galaxy hops and it teaches you about IPAs. I would find it much easier to slam back the Yellow Rose IPA that I talked about earlier. It's much easier drinking. This is not an easy drinking IPA, I would not say. It's not like it's rough. It's not like you're drinking whiskey. It's nothing like that. It's just that powerful bitterness, lingering bitterness that really makes this one a small sipper, a slow sipper. And if only I knew the ABV. If I had to guess, I'd say it's 6.7%. That's just my guess. Anyway, this was so much fun to make this. I'm so glad I made this video. I almost didn't, but this was one of my favorite to make ever, actually. If you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. If you hate this kind of content, give me a thumbs down. But at least let me know why so I can improve in the future. I'm looking for subscribes. Trust me, they mean a lot. Comments are the best thing ever. If you have any thoughts, I really want to know. If you know more about Galaxy hops than I do, which you probably do, how would you describe them, their taste, their smell? What should people know about Galaxy hops? Any other suggestions for single malt, single-hop IPAs I should try? Any other suggestions for favorite hop varieties? Leave those all in the comments, please. And go check out my Instagram, @CraftChristianReviews. I got some cool pictures of craft beer, and I keep saying I think the community for craft beer is actually more active on Instagram than it is on YouTube. So I'm doing this all for fun, but I'd love to get to know you a little bit, build the community up. And I'm just gonna sip this bitter beer for the next little while. Okay, so I will. And the one other thing I almost forgot. The last thought I have is I think Galaxy hops belong in combination with other hops. I think they do. I think they belong with like a sweeter, easier drinking hop. Perhaps that's why the Citra Galaxy combo is just so freaking good that I'm really liking it. And anyway, I just wanted to say that. So I think unlike some things that are a little more well-balanced hop-wise, like a Centennial that you can make an entire beer, or a Mosaic that you can make an entire beer just around that, my take as an amateur who's never brewed anything and doesn't know what he's talking about, my personal take is that these Galaxy hops are ideal in combination to add bitterness and complexity and this weird otherworldly aroma and taste to other hops that are a little more standard. That's my final word. Hope to see you in the next video. Stay safe, take care of your loved ones, enjoy the holidays. I'll see you again soon. Peace out.